do the horns.
I don't want to.
Come on, Sam, let's do it.
I don't want to.
Come on, Sam.
I don't want to.
Pumped.
I don't want
It's too late. The music's over. Woo!
You want music? Hello, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome.
Alrighty. Welcome, everybody, to BackTalk after a long, busy week. And
Cheers.
although I did get a decent amount of games played this week,
Yeah,
Did you?
we No, we all did.
we played some games together, actually.
Oh, we did. That's right.
It doesn't happen very often in
No,
the
that's
studio.
true. It does not. We took a small momentary respite and played a game. We did.
We played two, didn't we?
You played two. I think I
No,
played
we
one and then I
played
went
one
back,
yesterday with you also. We
Oh, I played the game with Chris a couple days ago.
Yeah, but
Fires of the
yesterday.
North.
And then yesterday we played the Red Peak. Is
Yes.
what
Yeah,
that's
but we
called.
also played the election game earlier this week.
That's true.
I know. It's like,
Dude, games on games on games.
Gerrymandering.
and tomorrow's game day.
Tomorrow I'm sleeping.
Oh, ain't that the truth? Alrighty, well, welcome to BackTalk. Today, our topic is GenCon.
GenCon.
So, as shown below, our GenCon coverage is sponsored by PandaSARS, and I mention that because check out their booth and check out our booth because we got a promo at our booth for one of the games at their booth, and at their booth they got a game that matches a promo at our booth.
Point being, hit up both of them.
All right, but before we get into that, let's play our annual game.
Okay, what's the game?
What is Fantasy Flight going to announce?
Oh, that's a fun game.
No one got it last year.
What did we
Keyforge.
say last year?
I don't remember, but
Nobody
it wasn't Keyforge.
Nobody would have been like, I predict they're going to come out with a collectible card game-like game, but it's going to be randomly generated by a computer. If anybody had said that, it would have been like,
Fantasy Flight
you're
would've
from
called
the
you.
You
future.
knew what was going on.
You are a time traveler.
Where is Doc Brown and
Actually,
why
no.
are you hiding him?
People would have been more like, who talked?
Yeah, for sure.
They would have called,
Come on.
Fantasy
Who
Flight would have
spilled the
called me
beans?
as soon as the thing was over.
Who told you?
What's going on?
Okay, so let's wildly speculate then. You're the one who loves to rattle the stuff around in your brain. You
Well, the
go
one
first.
I've been thinking for is,
Go.
I think they're going to, so Command just announced their whole tabletop board with the thing. We know Fantasy Flight's moving in that direction, so I'll say they'll take another step towards it with a game that's fully like, it's like Lord of the Rings, but a step beyond that, and it's going to be essentially Descent 3rd edition, but not quite. It's in the Terranoth universe, but it's going to have all kinds of interactive stuff. And
I'm going to go one step further and say XCOM 2nd edition, utilizing that system.
that would be cool. Could you imagine an XCOM with that system? That would be spooky.
That would be cool, though.
Oh, that would be really
That
cool.
would be cool.
Nobody told me Fantasy Flight. I just guessed.
Fellas, you're not
Not,
you're not making your guess for the LCG.
I am. It's a constant guess, man, until it happens or bust.
So
So
Fallout.
my usual guess is ever since they came out with the first Fallout game, the whatever they call it, where they stole that circle system for Arkham 3rd edition.
they didn't steal anything.
No, it's okay
borrowed
when you're
it.
stealing it from yourself.
Yeah, it's okay. I've been saying they're going to come out with a Fallout living card game. That's what I've been saying. So we'll see. What was the last living card game they did announce? They haven't done one since Arkham because that's been really popular, I think.
Yeah.
That's probably why they haven't done one. They're really pumping a lot of stuff into it.
I'll also go out on a limb and say they'll announce a big expansion for Arkham Horror.
Well, come on, Cat. That's out.
I'm going
That's
to
coming,
go
yeah.
with. I'm going to stay with my tried and true. I think eventually it's going to happen. They're going to come out with a Star Wars edition of TI4.
You've been saying that for like a decade.
And eventually, I'm going to either quit or it's going to be true.
I think it's too soon after actual TI4.
You literally just use the hashtag too soon.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Hashtag too soon.
I think for sure, though, they're probably going to announce an expansion for TI4.
I
It's
would
been
not
2
be
years
surprised
now.
at that.
Is it 2 years? Or
But if we're swinging for the fence, That's my swing.
Someone here said, wild speculation, FFG acquires Games Workshop. That's really wild considering how big, you don't realize how big Games Workshop is.
Plus, they just had a falling out of sorts as well.
Yeah.
They just
Well,
literally parted ways.
sure. Well, actually, Fantasy Flight's not buying anybody. It's Asmodee who's the one that's buying.
Right. Do you think if they were going to this year announce a brand new property that they have acquired outside of Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, what else is there? Fallout. Let's say the big part of the announcement is we now have this property. We're about to bring out one game in it, and of course be developing others. What would that IP be?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, that's a good guess.
I don't think
it's
it's
big
big
enough. Yeah.
No. I think it's popular. I mean, I don't think Stranger Things is, the universe is big enough to hold
It's not
games.
Game of Thrones. Yeah. What would you say? What is big
It's
enough?
lateral, I would say. What's Skyrim, Daggerfall, what's that called, that universe?
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls, maybe? I know there's an Elder Scrolls game coming from Modifius, but that's a miniatures game. And they also did.
It's not bad.
They also did Fallout miniature game. So, as for big, one of these days someone's going to get the MCU board game universe. We've seen MCU has done Legendary,
Right.
but there's no board game with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's obviously the
That would
biggest
be
property
tough.
out there.
Right. Unless they're coming out with an Amazon board game, then yes, you're right.
Because they already got the ins with Disney. They're doing Star Wars.
You're right.
They'll be like, hey, how about a miniatures MCU? And then I would be conflicted. Because on one half, I would say, I don't want no more miniatures, but I just bought everything twice for the alternate universe characters.
That would be pretty good.
That
if
would
they
really
came
drive
out
me
with
nuts.
If it was a Marvel something. Okay, so there you go. Those are my 3 predictions. XCOM, 2nd edition, Fallout TCG, or LCG rather, and yeah, some big property.
What if they make
nearby.
another game with the Destiny dice system?
Marvel?
As long as they
Arkham.
change the size of the dice.
Nah, because they already got Elder Sign.
That's not the same thing, though.
I know. Maybe. I doubt it.
Well, we'll know by Wednesday.
I don't think so either, yeah.
Will anyone else make surprise announcements there? Maybe. We'll just have to wait and see what's happening.
Nothing
there.
like FFG.
No, FFG kind of
they cornered that market in making big announcements there.
Alrighty, so GenCon happening August 1st to the 4th. That is Thursday through Sunday. We, of course, show up a couple days early. This year, most of the Dice Tower team will be there. Me, Z, Eric, Crystal. Manny and Suzanne will be there, but they're working with other folks who are there, so you'll see them. They'll both be in the area. Roy, Chris, Delicio. Am I missing anyone?
I mean, we have a couple of... we have a couple of other people.
I don't know. Are you missing anybody?
No, I don't think so. No, I can't think of anybody.
I won't be there. I got family things I got to take care of here at the homestead. So I won't be here. Well, I won't be there. I will be here running GenCon live streams every day.
Wait, are we leaving all the good games with Sam?
Not if I take him home today.
Sam comes in to pull out a game, and
I
all
know
the hot
you-
games are all missing.
I know where you live.
Do you know
That'd be
how to get in?
super weird.
I'm sure I could probably figure it out.
He could.
That's
You
not good.
live on the
Okay.
first floor, so it's not
He
like...
does know where I live. It's problematic.
So here's part of the GenCon map. All right, we are actually there. Want to say that
Where?
again? Woo.
Oh, right. That little thing right there?
Yeah, 2023. This is actually a really good spot for us. We're really close to the family pavilion. By the way, you
blue
can see
area.
Pandasaurus
Yeah,
up
the
at the
blue.
top left. The 1919 booth there is Stronghold. So we're kitty corner to them. So when you see the Stronghold sign,
That's trouble.
pass right by it and go to the Dice Tower booth.
Got it.
Here's a
Y'all going to be launching things across the aisles.
Oops. Here's a closer look. I got even closer.
Dun, dun, dun.
There it is.
Okay. Unfortunately, that logo is only in this video. It is not actually in the program book.
That's right. Yes.
He was like, "Hey, put the logo on." I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Oh, we did that. Yeah.
We'll have stickers there that you can post it. Can you imagine?
Very tiny.
Can I see
sticker.
your book for a second? I need to see something. Do that 60,000 times. Seems like that would make sense.
No, that's good.
All right. So why should you stop by our booth? Well, first of all, we have Tina.
Dove.
Tina Buongiorno, yeah.
Yeah, so she has drawn all the artwork for our Deeple guys, our dice.
Is that what they're
People.
called?
Dice
Deeples.
Dice people.
Yeah, and also the animals and stuff from our Kickstarter. So she'll be there, and she even does sketches and stuff that you can come by, and she'll be there afternoons, usually, each of the days. So come by and see her. We'll have a whiteboard there with the scheduling and such. We'll be there if you want to find us, first and last hours.
That's the best way.
First and last hours. Well, we will be there other times, sure, over the course of the day, but if you definitely want to catch us, first and last hours. We'll also have promos there. There's the stuffed dice panda, for those of you who wanted to see what it looks like. That's the prototype one. Actually, it's a finished prototype that Kenny stole and is guarding our modem, which in that picture looks precariously like it's going to fall off.
Yeah.
But that's just the angle.
It really
It does
does.
look bad.
No, it's really under security, but that angle is not too good.
Anyway, he's a cute, fluffy little round guy. Come by, check him out.
Yeah. So that's one of the things we're doing. We're also just saying hi to people, and we're hoping to have our giant dice tower there, so you can drop dice in it, maybe win something, and of course the promo for the Pandasaurus thing. That one's a free promo. We're doing a live show at 2 p.m. sponsored by Stronghold Games.
You let him sponsor it again?
Too close to the booth to deny.
Yeah, but if you come to it, we're giving out at least 20 games at the thing itself.
Oh, wow.
Raffling them off at the end. Yep. Game show, and we talked about epic announcements from FFG, but we will have announcements from several game companies made at that show. If you can't make it to that show, I know GenCon is planning on streaming it live. So if you find a GenCon live stream, you'll be able to watch it even if you're not there.
That's cool.
But you can't win the games.
You must be present to win.
You must be present to win. That's what I got.
That's
Was there
good.
anything else I missed?
I like it.
Now, as always, if you see us there, stop us and say hi.
Yeah.
Unless you see me carrying games like this, but that doesn't happen that much these days.
If you see me with, how to know not to come up and say hi? Do you guys have any things that you're like, if I'm doing this thing, don't come up and say hi? For you, just carrying things.
Definitely stop by and tell Z how tired he looks.
Yes. I love it. If I'm wearing headphones, that's a giveaway.
To stop him and say hi.
To not. That's it, I think. Well, if I'm carrying stuff, or
Carrying stuff and that usually happens when we're cleaning up the booth at the very
or
end.
if we're shutting down the booth, come by and say hi, nice and quick. But it's more about breaking the flow of work to stop and take a picture or something.
Also, you're supposed to leave the hall at that point.
That's
I
true.
think.
Yeah.
Don't get us in trouble.
That's true.
By hanging out. So this year looks. They told me it's going to sell out. Now it's not selling out as fast. Well, they said it hasn't sold out yet. I think maybe one of the days sold out. But last year the 50th or was it the year before?
2 years ago, I think.
Was that at the year where sold out and they had signs when we walked by and said no more tickets for sale?
Right.
I thought that was last year, but could have been 2 years ago.
1 or 2, yeah, but that year is sold out very much completely.
So I know a lot of people are coming for the first time. There's a gazillion publishers there. We were looking at the publisher map. It doesn't look that dramatically different. Mayfair is not there anymore. But and Asmodee apparently has 1/4 of the exhibitor hall.
Jeez.
Spread out along there. Among their different booths, it doesn't look like they have 1/4, but they do if you know who they own.
Last year, I thought that they actually did do that, though. They had a whole bunch of different publishers, but they were all kind of
Well,
together.
sure.
They kind of grouped.
And it looked like it was, this is the Asmodee area.
Yeah.
They definitely did that at Essen.
Well, they're
They owned
dressing up like
half the
stormtroopers
hall,
now, and it
no-
just says Asmodee instead of being white. May I see your papers, sir? No, they don't even say may I. I'm sorry, papers.
Yes.
So anyhow, if you have any questions for us, now's the time to ask. Specifically about GenCon or GenCon speculation, or what should you do if you go to GenCon, or I've never been to a con before, what to expect. Wear very, very comfortable shoes.
And strollers.
Don't bring them.
Please. I mean, if you got kids and you need to put your kids in the strollers, okay. There's so many people who seem to bring strollers just to cart their games around that they purchase.
Is that really a thing? Like a baby stroller?
Yes.
Specifically a stroller?
Yes, they still have their kid.
Wait, is your question, do strollers exist? Because
No,
the
like
answer to that is
people
yes.
specifically
people
take a
bring it.
stroller just to cart games?
No, but I've seen many times people who have a baby and they're holding the baby and pushing the stroller full of games.
Yeah.
No, I don't care if they do that, whatever. What bugs me
It takes
is
up a lot of room, though.
when you bring a stroller, try to bring a compact stroller and not the Lamborghini stroller or the Mack truck stroller. Like, and then you stop to take pictures of cosplayers and you're blocking the whole aisle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing. I get it. It's logistically very cool because you can fit a whole mess of games in those big strollers.
Okay.
But it takes up a lot of room, and it's very cumbersome. And those aisles do not need help getting clogged up.
Right. Okay.
What kids games are you planning to check out? Most kids games get sent to me directly, but I will go by the Hava booth, I'll go by the Game Right booth, I'll go by the Player Room Entertainment, which is part of Ultra Pro booth.
Right.
Those are the 1, 2, 3. But there's other companies there. There's not like tons of kids games at Gen Con. There's a decent amount. But the Family Pavilion is where it's
Hava's
at.
the place to be also
way,
if you're
that's,
looking for...
Family Pavilion is this blue area here.
Yeah.
Renegade is in the Family Pavilion, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of push it. I mean, they're not family unfriendly, I guess.
No, they aren't.
But
No, of course not.
they have all kinds of games. I wouldn't say they're all family games, but they have a lot.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to be in the family game area, though?
No, I'm not. It just surprises me that they are in there specifically.
Alrighty. Do I say Kazillionaut?
Yes, he does.
Baby strollers are surprisingly convenient for carting things around, says Rayner.
They are. I know. I just said that.
No, they're convenient for you, of course. We're just saying they're inconvenient for other people.
For everybody.
Oh, this is a good question. Andy says, how fast do you think Cloudspire will sell out? Let's go with that. What game do you think will be the game that goes and is gone? Now, this has changed because Board Game Geek is taking pre-orders, although I notice a lot of publishers did not participate in that. Mm-hmm. But every year there's some sort of game. Now, it looks like with them taking the VIGers out of the equation, there will be even more of a stampede now because people know the games will be there.
I'm going to say, assuming it's there, which I think it is, I'm going to say Black Angel.
Yeah, I can see people going for that one.
People love their twa, man. You know, it's been a long time since there was a big...
It sounds weird. I know what you mean.
People love that game named Twa.
Yeah.
And I think...
Cloudspire is probably one
buy
people
it.
will run for.
Who's that from?
Chip Theory,
I mean,
for
they're
sure.
They're running off of that Too Many Bones hype. And
However, they do bring in a lot of games. Like, every year I thought, oh, wow, their expansion for Too Many Bones is going to run out. And it doesn't seem like it does right away because I go to their booth and it's like they brought in a Mack truck of games
Is there
there.
something new that Days of Wonder is showing there?
I got Corinth, but that's not new.
And then Ticket to Ride
And
London.
Ticket to Ride London. So two small games. I know
They
they're
got no big
demoing.
game.
They're demoing stuff. They have that new one they announced
Or
recently.
Deepwater or something like that.
But they're
yeah.
not selling it.
So I'm used to them
Fantasy
having a big
Flight
game.
will be swarmed by whatever they might be selling.
Yes, of course.
And Fantasy Flight traditionally makes announcements the week of Gen Con. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they announce a few games and it's like, what? They're at Gen Con. You didn't know?
Which is really neat. I like that a lot.
Oh, it's fun, right? And it's, I don't know. I mean, I remember when TI4 came out 2 years ago. We found out the day before.
Right.
It was like, hey, TI4, also, it's here.
That's cool.
That's a pretty big game to sneak through.
Oh, no kidding. I
lot
remember
of-
one year they did...
It's a lot of tight lips, too. That's got to be a little bit encouraging for their company.
Somebody said Wingspan will sell out, probably.
before the doors open somehow. I know one year they had GenCon opened. FFG had done, they had some announcements they had made on the website, and then halfway through the convention, they did their in-flight report, announced something, and then it was there for the rest of the days. I forget what game it was, but that was really interesting because they made an announcement, put out a game in the middle of GenCon.
And I think that's why they moved that in-flight report to before GenCon, because that's logistically difficult.
Yeah, right.
Does GenCon have the most expensive tables to rent at cons? Their booths is probably the most expensive.
Probably.
I feel the slight pinch every year when I pay for them, because they're more expensive than Essen.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, really?
Yeah, oh yeah, easy.
And you get less.
You do. Essen just beats them. Not only does Essen give you a booth, they give you a nice booth.
Yeah. It has your brand plastered all over it.
Unless GenCon's watching, of course, you think you're amazing. And I don't know about pound for pound. There might be a smaller convention that's more expensive. What's up with cosplayers at Board Game Con? Are any of them even Colonel Mustard? If it's a convention, people like to do cosplay. And there's more cosplay at it. Just
yeah. Well, this isn't an exclusively. They're saying because it's a board game convention. It's not.
We speak from the board game perspective.
Yeah, it's not only GenCon is not only a board game convention.
It's a gaming
That's like
con.
saying Comic-Con is only a comic convention. No, there are movies and TV shows, and they might be adjacent to comics, but yeah, at GenCon you'll find role-playing games and artists who are there showing off, sort of geeky artwork. There's a lot of things that are not just board gaming.
A bunch of accessories and toys and
Yeah, there's a bunch of things. So
all kinds of stuff.
cosplay fits in there.
What's your favorite non-game thing you're looking forward to?
Non-game thing.
For me, it's just the
Food.
No, actually, well, that's true. But if we take food out of the equation, it's that atmosphere. I like walking down a hallway, and we just talked about cosplay, and I see like a guy in a Warhammer suit or Ghostbusters or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Or I walk around a corner and there's some entertainers doing something or other.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. I'm like, oh, that's neat. Or walking down and seeing some spectacle, like look at that miniature setup that no one could ever fit in their house, but somehow they shoved it here in this corner at GenCon.
Yeah. And there's a few staples every year, like the big balloon structure they put together.
And the card.
And the card hala place. They built this big card.
If you've never been to the destruction of Card Hala, I never went until last year, because last year was Jack Vassell Memorial Fund. So I went. I will go every year now. It was that much fun.
Really?
Yeah, because they let people bid to throw the first coin, and so ends up that two people start bidding against each other, and then everyone on that side starts passing their money to the people bidding. So those bids get higher and higher and higher and higher, and people were throwing money off the balconies. Kids were shouting, "Make it rain!" Money just from, it was really funny, and it went on for a while, and the bids went up to like 2,000 each, and that was for the first coin. And then when the coins get thrown in, it's like machine guns. Like you see all these things, and also it's like, whoa!
That's awesome.
Forget about the Siege of Gondor, man.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. I will gladly go again. It was very entertaining. Do publishers sell out of games quickly, or do they anticipate sales? It's so hard.
Yeah, it's not always a predictable thing. It's also not always in the hands of a publisher how many copies they can get in. You know, they try to get in a certain amount, and they don't know if 500 copies of something is enough, not enough. Maybe they wanted 1,000 but could only get 200. That's
Well,
really
also
hard.
sometimes they airship them in, and when they sell the game, they might make 2 cents on it because of the price for air shipping.
right.
So there's only so many games you're willing to do that with after a while.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times where there have been a lot of shipping snafus as well.
Oh, yeah.
Where they wanted to get something in and they just didn't have it until Thursday.
That's rough.
Which really sucks.
Or you get it on Saturday finally. It's
Right.
like, well, you know.
Oh yeah, every year there's always one publisher like, sorry, not here. And I always feel bad for them because
Yeah, they're
When you
missing
pay for
out
that
on a lot
booth
of money.
already, you're there, you know. That's rough.
favorite meal spot outside of the food trucks.
That sushi restaurant.
That's a quiet place, right?
Yeah, it's quiet and it's really good food.
My favorite
Ram
place
is good.
If money is no
Ram is
issue,
also good, yeah.
if money's no issue, then
St.
St. Elmo's, hands down. I really and
Right.
or Oceano's, the seafood place. They're both really good.
Right.
But considering that those are expensive places to go to, yeah, probably the sushi place. We walked to the.
That ramen noodle place is right across the street is also really good.
Did you like it?
They get slammed really easy though because it's a smaller establishment. But it's on that same strip where the Steak and Shake is, and that place where the waitresses cuss you out or whatever.
Yes.
It's
next to
right,
that
it's
is a-
right
is a
next to that
noodles
is
place,
that
right?
ramen noodles place.
What is
yeah.
that place called?
I can't remember what it's
I want to
called.
say it's called like Noodles Inc. or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Pasta House or something.
We used to eat at that spaghetti place, but their service got super slow.
Yeah.
We went
Spaghetti
to
Factory.
The Spaghetti Factory.
Yeah, yeah.
We went last year or 2 years ago. We went to that farmers marketplace because we're like, hey, let's check out this place. And that was kind of.
It was a little far for what it was.
It was, yeah, it was.
We walked to that one time, right?
We did.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as
No,
the North
North
Market
Market.
or the one in Philadelphia. Both of those.
not even
Both
close.
closer and better.
Yeah. Let's see here. Is Dune going to be there? I haven't heard that Dune's going to be there.
Ooh, no.
I've heard rumblings that it's going to be, but nothing official.
If it does. I heard that the Golem, someone mentioned here, the Golem sequel to
Oh, Spice
Century,
World. Yeah.
that's going to be there. I would not be surprised.
It's on the list. So at BGG, you can check out the list of what is supposed to be there. It's on there. Hopefully.
If we had to cosplay at GenCon as board game characters, what would they be?
Something that'll cover up my face. I don't really care other than that.
As a board game character?
I would not mind going as the Bear Clan leader from Blood Rage. That would be pretty fun.
I don't got anything cool to think.
I want to be in a...
Bob. I went up to him like, hey, I want to tell you something. And then disappear.
Yeah, great, fantastic. Put me in a case and I'm like, wait, come back. Hey, finish your story. I don't know. How about I want to be in like
Oh my gosh.
some sort of cool, like maybe a power armor outfit or something. Again, some cool outfit.
From 40K?
Yeah, or like Fallout is actually what I was thinking. But like any kind of cool Space Ranger type thing, but with a big helmet and the big attachments and all that. That's neat.
That's one of the coolest things that I've heard about San Diego Comic-Con is that I've heard that Mark Hamill just walks around by himself in his Stormtrooper outfit.
Oh, yeah.
He
done it,
does
yeah.
that for like a couple of years going now, and I
The
think
one
that's
guy
really
from
cool idea.
It's a good way to get around.
Mythbusters always
Yeah.
does that too. He walks around in some sort of outfit.
Oh yeah.
It's a good way to just sort of walk around without
You mean
anyone
Adam
knowing who you are.
Adam
fun
Savage? Adam. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
The fun one. That's mean. The other guy has a very nice home life.
Well, it's fine. I'm just saying the one guy seems more fun than the other guy.
Well, I'm saying that guy just has a different definition
Alrighty.
of fun.
Rainer says if you sort the BGG Gen Con preview by hot, it gives us indication of the popular games.
Okay.
So the top is Black Angel, then Pipeline,
Called it.
and then Teotihuacan expansion. It seems
Uh-huh.
self-serving there. But that will sell out, I think.
The
expansion.
Yeah,
For sure.
Teotihuacan, yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if their other one, what's it called?
Sierra West.
Sierra West, I think, will sell out.
Yeah.
Bargain Quest. I need to play Bargain Quest. Everyone's talking about
I
it.
don't know what that is.
That's that. No. Isn't that the one I got? The drafting game? From. Okay,
From
well.
Garfield?
No, that's
Yeah, Garfield.
Monster Menagerie. Oh, my mind just went blank.
I don't know what Bargain Quest is,
Whoever
but
has the most lasagna.
good luck
ones.
to it, and I hope it sells out. But only on Sunday around 4 in the afternoon.
Well, that's what we all hope, right? You want.
You want your game to sell out on the absolute last, minute.
That way, no
of
one
Sunday.
is upset. Bargain Quest is a game of adventure and capitalism for 2 to 6 players. You can buy it at the Game Steward for $120. That's pretty expensive.
Sold!
$120.
No, I mean, I'm on Dice Tower slow here. That's exciting. No, we have different networks. One of ours is called Dice Tower Slow. We also have Dice Tower. Dice Tower
Dice Tower Speed,
which is not much faster. So
like slow 2.0.
That's really the truth of it. All right. Bargain Quest is a self-published game. Oh, it's from Renegade Games.
So Renegade picked it up. Okay.
And I definitely got it. It's on my pile to take tomorrow.
Okay.
Any comments on King's Dilemma? I really need to look into this game. Everyone keeps telling me about it. I don't know. Do we have it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think I would have
so.
noticed that
Sam
come
would
in.
have probably picked it out because you were excited about it.
The
I've seen the cover pass by my screen, but I haven't looked into it.
I will go check it out. The non-game thing Z is looking forward to? Sleep.
What am I looking for? I mean, again, I always say sort of the same things. I'm going to see people I haven't seen in a while, hang out with folks. I like to, honestly, while I'm in there, this is not a non-game thing, but it's a non-Dice Tower thing. I like to go by the booths that sell old collectible card games and look at their stuff. Like, they have a bunch of big tables of dead CCGs. And I like to look through that stuff. It's a little sort of nostalgic on the one hand. It's also like, wow, these things are super cheap because nobody wants them. Sometimes I'll buy a few cards for something or other. I like that. I know that's gaming, but it's sort of doesn't have anything to do with this,
I also I forgot about that. I really like going through Artist Alley.
Yeah.
I like looking at all the art. I go through and I mentally keep track of my 5 favorite because I don't want to get too. This is just me, but I always feel super awkward if I go up and really look at artwork and then I go, nope. That just feels weird.
You shouldn't say nope. You probably shouldn't do that part. Go and be like, ugh, and then walk away. Not the best way to do it.
No, but what I'm saying is I walk up the aisles, look at the 5, and then go back, or whatever number, and go back and then really look at those.
Then what about if when you really look, you realize the prices are exuberantly high? Then what do?
Then I'm like,
look at that.
I'll think about it. Well, I'm okay with buying prints. I don't need to buy the original artwork.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Usually, original artwork, $300-$400, and that's cheap original artwork.
But even the prints are expensive sometimes.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ones that are $15-$20.
They're like, yeah, but it's an 8x10. It's like it's hardly nothing.
Yeah.
And it's a reproduction, and they're selling it for $25-$30.
Well, what else you can do?
That's a lot of money.
Well, then just go in there with a camera.
Oh my goodness!
I do not recommend that at all.
Is it legal?
I will make it legal.
No.
Look at that!
I do not do that.
No,
I do not recommend that at all. I buy artwork every year.
Come on, you do.
I do too. I have to restrict myself to the amount because it's expensive.
My problem is I have a bunch of pieces of artwork at home now I haven't even put up yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just hung that shadow box I got with the Rampage thing.
Oh yeah, finally.
I'm like
here.
Yeah, like 2 days before GenCon. I got it last year at GenCon, so I need to get cranking on that myself.
Yeah, I got to get some frames or something, figure it out. But no, I like to do it too.
When are you guys going to be out playing or teaching games? One of my GenCon bucket lists is to play with one of you or all 3. Well, that's probably one of the more difficult bucket list items you have.
Good luck.
Because you can do
Especially
that.
all 3 of us this year. That's going to be real tricky.
We Skype in Sam.
If you pull that off, you're a beast.
I play very few games at GenCon.
There's just not time.
I play a little bit on Tuesday usually because we got some extra time. On Wednesday, and maybe a game on Friday. Or
did you guys even do you didn't even do the pledge levels for GenCon games this year, did you?
No, because of the time.
Yeah, this is not enough time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, and there's 60,000 people there. We're about to play a ton of games at Dice Tower Retreat in a few weeks.
Right, that's the thing, yeah.
So, also we just played a game with Sam. I'm good.
For a while.
If you want a burger, Sam. Go to the Burger Study.
3x5.
$50.
All right. I never heard of the Burger Study, the restaurant.
The Burger Study?
We go to the Ram every year when we first get there because
It's a tradition by now too, but
Oh,
they have
it
funny
is.
like menu names.
We just like
Yeah.
what's War Machine, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Horde.
they
Right.
theme everything War
Hordes.
Machine, and I don't know what any of like the Judicator Burger,
Right.
or Salad of
That is
Judgment.
that is the first time I tried peanut butter on a hamburger, and I've not gone back.
Well,
Peanut butter on a hamburger
That
is
was
amazing.
it melts. No, it wasn't.
No.
Okay.
all right. If money isn't an option, destructor from adrenaline. I don't know what that means.
Destructor from adrenaline.
Is that some sort of medical treatment? I mean, I don't know what's happening.
Are you prepared to be blown away by the new artwork in Castles of Burgundy? Well, we just got the first. We got the redone version of
Las Vegas.
and so
I would say I was not quite blown away.
hopes are not high.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you mean blown away, where you're like, this is not the original.
Is that gonna be there?
I don't know.
I haven't seen anything besides the cover. We'll see. We'll see what they do. You know what I am looking forward to actually is Carpe Diem 2nd edition. That's got to be there somewhere. And hopefully I can tell that it's a 2nd edition there because I can look at it.
I'm gonna write 2nd edition on the box.
That's
Trick.
Sharpie. I mean, it's legit, I guess.
All right. Someone says, will the Exploding Kittens vending machine be there this year? I think so. I read an article about that because
I don't know what that is.
you've never seen an Exploding Kittens vending machine?
No, I don't know
They
what
were
that
right by
is.
our booth a few years
Yeah,
ago.
they were like 2 rows over.
Really? No, I don't know what that is. What is that?
No,
It's like a big fake vending machine, and people go up to it and they'll press what items they want to buy, but they also have like a $1 random item, and then it holds up signs. It's like performance art. It's really
Oh,
funny.
whoa. Okay. They call that the vending machine. That's why I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a giant vending machine.
It looked like a puppet theater kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
yeah.
Got people inside.
I
of it.
missed the buttons part.
But they read. I was reading the history of this and how it just has exploded in popularity, and they'll do all sides. One time, a person put in a proposal of marriage, and then she got out like 12 red roses and stuff. They have all these things ready to go just in case. It's really interesting.
Huh.
Kids I like watching it. I'll stand around there and just watch it because I think it's entertaining.
Interesting.
Let's see here.
Interesting.
Eric Summer, interesting.
Whatever. You're like. No,
I've seen it.
it's-
I've walked by and seen it and been like, I don't know what's going on, but that looks neat.
yeah,
I never realized it was a vending machine gag.
No, I realized it was. I just wasn't that interested.
For me, it was just more like, oh, gag, you know.
Vending, will you be doing another marathon GenCon unboxing when you get back? Yes, probably. Me and Sam will do it. I'll
be
like,
sleeping at
look
the
what
time."
I got, Sam. And it's not a game. It's a receipt for the food I ate. Oh, I'm a more game.
Wow.
Here's a 8.5 by 11. Oh wait, that's too small for you.
Oh, wait,
I
on
said
the
eight-
other
I
side
said
it's
8
full
by
of
10.
stickers. Here you
8 by
go.
8.5 by 11. I'm good.
All right.
That's good.
What does Sam have on tap for his non-GenConners next week?
I'm going to be playing games that you can go get at Gen Con. One of them I know for sure is going to be Run, Fight, or Die, the new edition from Gray Fox Games. The new Jaws game is going to be one of the ones that I play. Been looking at that. I'm going to try to get Abomination to the table as well. That new one from Plaid Hat Games.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to try to get that. And there's some other stuff that just came in a couple days ago that I want to try if it's still here.
This
I
burger.
don't know, we'll see.
This Burger Study restaurant is new, they said.
Okay.
And it's a new. It's a burger joint, but it's owned by the same people who own St. Elmo's.
Do they do like experiments on you or something? Is that what they call it? Burger
I'm
study?
hoping that it's like experiments in the burger.
Let's see if they live past this one.
Open your mouth. Pinch
Here's
your
my
nose.
question, says Jeff.
90%.
What's the
fat
most
content.
memorable
Let's see
moment
what
from your
happens.
first Gen Con?
What's that?
What's the most memorable moment from your first Gen Con?
First Gen Con?
My first Gen Con, I was kind of blown away with the size of it compared to Origins, which is all I had known up to that point.
First Gen Con, jeez. If my memory was better, I could probably tell
Yeah,
you.
really. Yeah, just the
Did I?
sheer enormity of the Gen Con compared to everything else I had been to at that point.
You went to Gen Con first or Essen first?
Gen Con first.
I think I went
Definitely.
to Essen first. Because when I went to GenCon, I went with you.
No, I remember specifically going to Gen Con first and then thinking how much Essen dwarfed Gen Con the first time I went to Essen.
I don't think that's the case anymore.
I don't know. They've opened up they're using the entire thing now.
Yeah, the problem is it's hard to tell because Essen's all contained in that building. Gen Con like sprawls out in the hotels all over the place and has ballrooms upstairs and.
I guess so. I'm just talking about the hall itself.
Well,
Yeah,
Brian,
I think I went to Essen 1 year before I went to GenCon. So for me, it wasn't that sort of experience of being enormous. GenCon, I mean, Essen gave me that, right?
Right.
So it was two things that kind of blew my mind at Essen. The first was when they open the doors and you get in there, you're like, oh my goodness, this is a hangar. And it's one of like 5, right? That blew my mind. Me and my friend were just like booking it to the sort of Japanese conglomeration booth, right? So we're like booking it there. So the first thing was, this is gigantic. I hope I can find it. And the second thing was, before I got to it, 3 or 4 people had said hello to me. And that, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm in Germany.
Oh.
You know, and I wasn't expecting this at all. I wasn't with you. And like 3 people was like, hey, Z.
What does that mean?
I wasn't there with you. I wasn't like next to you, you know.
Right.
And so that blew my mind. I was like, what is going on? I was very surprised by that reaction. So that one did it. And then Gen Con wasn't as mind expanding because I had done Essen.
Brian donated $10 and said every day after work I watch a Dice Tower video to wind down. I just want to say thank you. You make my days better. Wish I could donate more, but my wife said $10 a week is it. You don't have to do $10 a week. That seems awfully generous of your wife, actually. Yeah. I'm pretty sure my wife would slap me if I was donating $10 a week to anything.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it very much and are happy to help you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty, the Destructor comment.
Yeah, what was that about?
Was made when you were talking about dressing up as board game characters.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what a Destructor is.
What game is that from?
I think it's a smiley face from Adrenaline.
Oh, the big smiley face.
Okay, Destructor from Adrenaline.
Oh, you're right. Okay, Destruct. You're right. Got it now. And yes, I would actually. That would be a fun thing to cosplay as, I guess. Now they're just talking about peanut butter and a burger for a while here.
I want to be Killer Croc.
Is there a room on Lucas Oil Field for a few friends to throw a football back and forth? Is there a room? I'm sorry, not a room. Is there a room to do that?
Like specifically a booth to throw a
Do they
football
let you?
back.
I've never been in the stadium. Do they let you down on the field?
Oh yes, you are literally walking on. I think the field itself is
covered.
Well, they can raise and lower it. I think last year, if I remember correctly, it was last year, the year before, they had like a spot of the field there that you could like stand on and get your picture taken. The first year was my favorite because they had a little museum there for like the history of Gen Con. Oh, you're right. That was 2 years ago, 50th anniversary.
50th, yeah.
And that was really, really neat. We went last year. You look around. It's weird to be in the stadium, and then there's just people playing games all over the place. You should go. I'm surprised the number of people who say they've never been over there.
Right.
It is a bit of a walk. I mean, not a bit of a walk, but it's not like right around the corner. I like going. I'll go this year. I always swing by.
We went to that Greek place that was just past it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That was a bit of a walk.
Yeah, coming back, because I think we might have taken a car over, but walking back, yeah.
No, I walked there and back.
Well, some of us don't want to walk that much.
No, we were coming from, me and Eric and Manny and Suzanne, we were coming from the yellow
Now people are talking about.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't go that year.
thingamadoogie hopper. Well, we found out it
They're
wasn't.
doing the official burger of Gen Con
media
this
people.
year, the Stranger Things burger. 2 patties, cheese, peanut butter, and blueberry jam between 2 Eggos.
Upside down, though.
The Eggos is where you lost me.
It's the same
Had
thing
that
as...
been, had that
That
been,
wasn't the blueberry jam?
No,
Mixed with
I'm
peanut
willing
butter
to try that.
on a burger?
Yeah, I'm
Where
willing
is
to try
this?
that. It's the Eggos that's over the top.
It might be that burger experimental place.
That's happening.
You'll eat that particular burger? If I know you, that's the burger, you and me would do the same thing. We'd be like,
They
oh, it
put
sounds
whipped cream-
interesting.
they
We'll
put
go there
whipped
and
cream
find
and
a
sprinkles
different
on it?
burger and eat that one.
Well, let's split one.
They
How
put
about
whipped
that?
cream and sprinkles on it.
I don't know. This is just
'Cause that
Steve
makes it-
giving me the
that makes it
information.
the Stranger Things burger. You've got to load it down with whipped cream and sprinkles.
I do like whipped cream and sprinkles.
Actually, you know what would lose me from that entire equation? The sprinkles.
You don't like sprinkles?
I don't think I'd want to bite into a sprinkle while I'm having a burger. I know that sounds bizarre, but that would be the one thing that I'd be like, oh, hard bit in this burger. That would be it. Everything else, sure.
That was the crunchy blood platelets.
Yeah, no, I can't deal with that one. Everything else I'm good with.
That's really funny. Okay,
With some
we're really
marmalade
getting
in it.
caught up on the food here. Oh, that's right. 2 years ago, you could stand at the 50-yard line, have your picture taken throwing a football. I remember that. That's what it was. Because
Okay.
Jason got really excited about it.
Jason? Excited?
I know it's weird, but it
I
happened.
don't think so.
Why look at them, man? That's something you Soldier Field. Yeah, that would be exciting.
Well, now we're talking about
Whole
burgers and burgers and burgers. Last year, the library was in the stadium. Yes, last year, if you wanted to do the open gaming with their library, it was in the stadium. That's kind of a cool place to play games. You know, you're sitting there on a table in the field, the lights, and it feels almost like you're outside because stadiums are so big.
You should play first and goal or pizza box football in Lucas Oil Stadium.
You know, first and goal, there was a couple guys playing it the other night in our game group. One guy taught another guy, and the guy he taught was like, I hate this. Worst game I ever played.
Really?
Yeah. Which is too bad because I like first and goal.
Yeah.
I was like, why? He's like, I don't like dice. It's like, all right, cool.
When you sat down at the
You
table.
don't like dice?
Also, I have this. Okay.
But I'm confused. When the man sat down at the table, he could see dice.
No, it's not that. He just, of course, he's one of those guys who will try it, right?
Not if I know I hate dice. It's like, oh, there's hot sauce in this. I hate hot sauce, but I'm gonna eat it. And then after I eat it, oh, I hate it. No doy. You knew that going in.
No toy.
If there was a burger named Pandemic, what would be on it?
Oh man, put
Salmon.
a little
Nella.
White powder.
salmonella. Yes, you got to.
Someone said that here. It wasn't me. It was Battle Cry.
Oh man, get out of here. Give me that fist bump back.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar?
Would be on a Pandemic burger?
Yeah, powdered sugar. Because it looks like anthrax.
And then when you sneeze while eating it,
Everybody else died.
Everybody clears out.
I'm sitting there, you eat it, and you dive it on the
Oh
floor.
my goodness. I don't know.
Have you eaten at St. Elmo's? Yes, we have. It's probably the best steak restaurant I've ever eaten at. It definitely has the best shrimp cocktails I've ever had in my life.
Ooh.
That cocktail sauce will light you up.
That is good
The problem with St.
stuff.
Elmo's is, especially, I've paid for it once or twice, but most of the time I've been there, it's been someone else. But if I eat anything there, and then I saw the price on the menu, I don't know how to. I have this like psychological. I'm eating money. It's like that was $2 that bite. You know, just really weird to me.
Sure, yeah.
And somebody leaves some on their plate, that's $3 worth of steak.
Have we
You
eaten
better
at the
eat
food trucks?
Huh?
Have you ever eaten at the food trucks?
No.
Sure. Almost, I mean, every trip, certainly, but at least every other day or so. Yeah, sure.
I
Food trucks are
haven't-
good there.
No, the food seems good. I've never had it, but I've seen people buying it and it all looks good.
Yeah.
I just haven't wanted to wait in the lines.
That's true. You got to fall out of sync with people for lunch for that.
Right. I mean, usually if I'm in a hurry for lunch or something like that, I just stop by and get some chicken tenders
Yeah.
or something like that
I
from
do.
one of the vendors on the inside of the hall.
That
They're
stuff
not
is,
that bad, actually.
What
The
I
chicken
do is
tenders aren't that
I
bad.
just try to have lunch at a different time than other people, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Like last year, I was having lunch around 6 in the morning. That was working out. And then dinner at 2 p.m. Then go to bed.
I mean, lunch at 2.
All right, someone
Nope.
said, what's the
Lunch
Gen
at
of
6,
GenCon stand
Dinner
for?
at 2.
GenCon originally started at Lake Geneva. Which
So
is like-
Geneva,
Con.
contemporary.
Wait, Geneva Convention? Really?
Not the Geneva Conventions. That's a very different thing
I'm just saying.
What about Origins? Why is it called that?
because that's where it all began.
It began in Oregon.
that's-
And the original, it was about Injun,
Alrighty.
which was making dinosaurs.
We will be back on Monday. Me and Sam are going to be here. We're going to look at all the games on these lists and give our uninformed. Well, actually,
Many of them.
we're more informed than we used to be at the rate we're playing through these games.
true.
We'll talk about the games. And then we got a full slate of stuff going up next week. Plus Sam doing his I'm Not at GenCon
Can't.
stuff. That's going on. And maybe there'll be some GenCon footage next week, but we'll have to wait and see. 2023, that's our booth.
Oh,
Come on
thought
by.
that was a year. For a second, you said
Not
there
until
2023. I'm like, we're
It's going to take
we're
that
not
long.
going again till 2023, or like something's changing in 2023.
Also, so a couple things to keep in mind. Registration for Dice Tower West is coming up at the end of August. So keep that in mind. Dice Tower West registration coming soon. And Dice Tower Retreat registration is about to close. So
Get on that.
It's almost
come.
done. It's
And I-
almost full up.
And I just threw in like 30 more games today.
Is it just 1 week this year? Or are we doing 2 again like
No, we're
last
just doing one.
Oh.
Well, yeah, the 2 weeks is actually fun for us, although it was
is.
kind of weird to... No, they let us leave the library there between weeks, didn't they? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it might not be feasible this time.
No.
But no, it'll
We're
be
doing
good.
1 week. It doesn't matter.
Everybody's
Let's start another
together
week.
at the end of the day. Everybody's together. You can play with
Just
anybody
saying, you
there.
don't get a second chance.
We play
this is your
together
chance.
like... Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. Sorry.
Yes, like
All right,
that.
folks. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia. Have a great weekend.
Sam Healy. Take care. See you on the flip side.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas, for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando, in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.